Hi, this is part 3 of responsive design. I'm in Dreamweaver and I want to go ahead and start creating a CSS style sheet uh, for a handheld, the maximum width of 480. If you notice on the right, I have just two CSS style sheets, accordion and my finished style sheet of my actual page. And I'm in the layout page. So what I want to do is go ahead and go to CSS Designer and add another CSS style sheet for my max width of 480 on a handheld. So I would click plus, create a new CSS style sheet. I want to browse and I want to make sure I'm in my CSS style sheet. And then I'll call it 480, or maybe I'll just call it max 480 and click Save. I want to make sure that I set the parameters of max of 480, and then I just click OK. And then there it is, max 480 CSS styles, and Dreamweaver will automatically set the screen view for that parameter. And then here is your max 480 CSS style sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and click File, Save All. And then I'm going to double click on 480 and go to full screen. So I want to edit some things in my green style finish and just go ahead and adjust those to for it to able to work with responsive design. And the only things I actually really need to adjust is the container, the header, the content, and I'll go ahead and highlight these, but I'm going to delete them eventually. All the way down to the footer, and that's about it. Make sure you get that last closing bracket there, and I'll do Control C. I'll go back to my max 480 and do a Control V. Now everything stays the same as green styled finish CSS style sheet unless you change it. So if you're not changing any of these, you don't need them, and you can just have your CSS style sheet look a little cleaner. So I actually, on this background image, I'm going to change it to none. And I actually don't need the repeat because it's going to be no background image. And on this background position, I'll delete it because it's okay the way it is. And the border, I'm going to go ahead and put none as well. I don't need a border. And then these other two, I'll just delete because they can stay the same. And this one will change when it goes into CSS style for 480. The width will change to 100%. All right. So I'm going to copy this 100% because I'm going to use it a couple of times. I'll copy the semicolon as well. So Control C. I'm going to delete this header message. I don't need it. And on header, I'm inserting a new header, but I'll do that in another video. So I'll type in none there. And the height is, I want to do a 90 pixel. So I can delete this background repeat because that will stay the same. And I can delete this background color because that will stay the same as well. On the padding under content, I can delete that. On width, I'm going to do 100%. Control V. And on float, I'll do none. These two will stay the same. It was just easier to copy everything, so I'm going to grab it and press delete. Sidebar, I'm going to choose to float none. Width is going to be 100%. And I'm not changing that padding, so I don't need it there. I only need to list the things that I am changing. On this aside, I'm actually changing it to display none. So I'll delete and I'll just click tab display colon none semicolon. And in the footer, I'm going to delete that. What I want to change is not much. Maybe just the width 100%. and everything else can stay the same. So I'll just type in width, tab width, colon, Control V, and that's it. And I haven't done the accordion CSS style, but I'll do that on another sheet. Also under content, this size of font size is large. So I'm going to go into content and do text size, or actually, I'm sorry, font size, and do about a 90%, because on the original it's 100%, and now it'll be 90% on the responsive design. And if I click on it, you'll see that it's smaller. So you'll notice that we don't have a background image yet. I'll do that in another video. And then the accordion CSS style sheet needs to be pulled over so we can make that 100%.